Welcome back to the Forensics Detailing channel. About a week ago, maybe 2 weeks ago, I prepped this panel. You see that section marked off there and that section either side of the tape? So there's two areas of interest that I want to look at, just do a little quick test on. On the left hand side as you see it, that side of the panel, I prepped it with finishing polish Shoal S40 on the little machine, using these little green pads. In fact, they're still drying out, both clean, both new actually, two green pads. And on the right side I use Geon polish, so clean pads, prep those sides of the panel, wipe off the excess polish with clean cloths, don't use the same cloth so you don't cross-contaminate, then degrease, prepare the panels for protection, and I use Geon prep. Then after that we applied turtle wax hybrid ceramic coating. We applied it, left it for 24 hours, stuck the panel outside, hit it with some detergent rounds, just hit it with a few detergents, and then left it out here, hit it with a few more detergents. It's been sitting out here for somewhere between 7 to 10 days, maybe even as many as 14. Anyway, I just want to show you the water behaviour. I've just cleaned it back with Surfex HD and that little brush as well, so both sides of the panels are clean. So left S40, right is Geon. So what you can see is that the water is coming off that side of the panel. It's off now, it's gone. I mean, it's not amazing performance, but it's still coming off that side. So just show you one more time. That side, this side's about to be clear, that side's still going. And one more time, get it completely smothered. There you go, that's clearing back. You see it clearing out? Yeah, that's still at the top. Okay, that's about to finish. That's now cleared all the water, and here's the water line there. You still see it clearing. So without standing out, oh Jesus, soak myself. Let's get back inside, it's raining anyway. The hose has done that loads of times. So basically guys, let me get a pen. So here we have our test panel. This side, S40 Geon prep, turtle wax sealant. This side, Geon polish. It's a Geon polish, not just polish. Geon prep, turtle wax. This side, after, like I say, a few rounds of detergents, all that sort of stuff, cut to the chase, that side on the right is performing better than the side on the left, which is almost dead, isn't it? Almost dead. The right side is not amazing, but there's a difference. Question to you is, why is there a difference? Okay, so put in the comments now at this point, no cheating, right? So I'm going to pause the video, think about it. Why is there a difference between the performance in the two sides? I'm going to pause, let you think, let you write an answer, and then we're going to go on to explain why there's a difference. Okay, why is there a difference? Over here I have abrasives, and as well as abrasives, so you have your abrasive products and you have your panel wipe products. I've got one down there, pre-wipe degreaser. I've got one over here, Geon prep. Let's bring that with us because I've got a feeling I'm going to be talking about that, reaching for it. And you've also got kind of like your IPA, your homebrew panel wipe. So the key difference, if you look up on the board, the prep is all the same, what we did is the same, the function's the same, we didn't cross-contaminate. So the only thing that's different are the two choices of abrasives that we used. Now both S40 and Geon are pure abrasives, but there is a difference between all abrasive products. When you think of abrasive products, the key thing to understand is you have ones that are solvent carried, ones that are water carried, and ones that are emulsions, which are sort of in between, almost like they contain mineral oil carriers and water, and those two components don't typically mix. So you have an emulsifier in there and you get like that creamy emulsion type product, and that's somewhere between a water base and a solvent base. Very important this, guys, just bear with me. There's also a fourth thing where you get speciality types of carriers in these products, and to give you an example of that, a silicon. Some of them can use silicon oils as carriers, which are different materials. So essentially three main choices and some speciality carriers that you might encounter. Where am I going with this? Now let's go down to the products that we use to prepare and wipe these panels down, to clear them. We want to get all trace elements of these polishes off. The first thing is, whenever you're prepping a panel and you've polished, don't just spray the product on top of all of the polish, okay? Wipe the polish off with a clean cloth first, and then spray your panel wipes on what's left. If you spray them on top of thick films of polish, you're just gonna, break those films down, but they're still gonna be difficult to remove, and you'll buff them and leave trace elements. So buff them first, then when the panel looks clean, use your panel wipe products. As well as the abrasives being solvent-based, emulsions or water-based, your panel wipe prep products are also water-based, polar solvents, water miscible solvents like alcohol-based solvents, ethanol, alcohol, the O's, the O's, or they are non-polar hydrocarbon solvents, mineral spirits, naphtha, paraffinic or synthetic isoparaffinic type solvents. The best way to think of it is IPA being the polar ones, and kind of hydrocarbons, mineral spirits, white spirits being the solvent ones. A bit like when you're dealing with paints, you have water-based paints, you have solvent-based paints, and you have emulsions of the two. If you use white spirits to clean off your brush when you're using a water-based paint, it is not effective. Same with these detailing products, guys. Now, if I'm using a really oily based, polish, a water-based or a water miscible type solvent like IPA and water is going to be less suitable. But if I'm using a water-based polish, you may even find that an IPA alcohol-based water-based solvent is the ideal thing to break it down. Potentially vice versa as well. If you have a water-based abrasive and you're trying to use a solvent on it, like a hydrocarbon, those two components are not going to want to mix. They repel each other, so they're not going to be effective. So where I'm going with this, guys, is whenever you're using a polish, if you're not sure about all this solvent, emulsion, water-based, polar, non-polar, what you should be using, use a panel wipe product that is designed to be used to take off your specific polish. So in other words, with my Shoal Concepts, if in doubt, I should use a product from Shoal Concepts. If I'm using Geon, I should use a product from Geon, like their prep product. I've got products, like I know with an oily abrasive like Skull, I can probably use it with my Tetrasil panel wipe degreaser, so I don't have to go with the Shoal product. However, I don't know what's in there. There could be some fugitive silicons in there that my hydrocarbon degreaser is not effective at removing. And some of the panel wipe products talk about this, that they are there to remove polishes specifically and break down silicons. Some aren't. So there's a lot of complexity involved with this. This is one of the most important areas of detailing and one of the best lessons. I use the word lesson because I don't know all of it, but I've prepped over the last 4 years, more panels. I might hold the world record for prepping panels in a garage. Especially when I was back in the wax making days, I was prepping tons of panels on a daily basis, even stripping and prepping multiple times. And this is something I started seeing differences in performance. And a lot of time it's down to prep. So prep is very important. The golden rule, guys, is if in doubt, use the panel wipe cleaner product that is made by the manufacturer that is making your abrasives. If you do that, you can't go wrong. Guys, add to this, I'm covering this without a script, so there's probably lots of things that I'm missing, and there's also a lot of knowledge out there on this sort of subject. So please add to what I'm saying if you think this is an interesting subject. The point is, just be careful, because if you read the product description of something like Geon Prep, which is a very good product, it's a very good product, but it might not be the most suitable type of degreaser for every product on the market. We're seeing a difference in performance of a sealant based on using Geon Prep on 2 different products. It works perfectly with Geon's abrasive, but I get worse results on the S40. So that's what I'm demoing. If in doubt, combo your panel wipe with the same brand. Very important. Thanks for watching, guys. It's been the Forensics Detailing channel. I'm just in the middle of loads of stuff. Take care. See you soon. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye for now.
Holding on to what I knew, but the moment's gone. Where was I?